Okay, what do you think about this new Mercedes Benz GLC300 4Matic? 4Matic means it's the four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive version of the Mercedes. So I'm curious because I'm tempted to get the GLC43 AMG, but the reason I don't is because of the insurance and because I can tend to be a little quick on the pedal, so I try to drive slow on purpose and respect the speed limits. So just setting a good example. And so this is the GLC. Now I probably wouldn't get a blue. I'd probably get a black or a dark silver or a dark gray. I might upgrade the wheels on it. There it is. GLC300. This is a 4-cylinder, but it's supposed to be faster than the old 6, which is saying something because I think the old 6 is, I want to say it's either 380 something horsepower or 400 and something horsepower. So it's a big difference in terms of speed. And this is the zoomed out. I love the grille, the little diamond grille that Mercedes does on these. And here's the side view. So curious to see what anyone might think about this one. But the reason why I'm considering an upgrade is not because I need a new fancy car. It's because I'd like to have something with a little more room. So this is it. GLC300, Mercedes Benz, 4Matic, all-wheel drive. I imagine it's twin turbo. I'm going to test drive it in a minute. And I will let you know. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so I'm test driving the Mercedes Benz GLC300 and it's in sport mode, and I can tell you right now this thing is a beast. I thought it was 300 horsepower. It's 255. It's a 4-cylinder turbo. It's a dual spool turbo, so kind of a spin on the twin turbo. Basically what it is it has one turbo for the lower end and one turbo for the higher end, so you don't have the lag when you're driving, and there's definitely no lag in this car. One thing I noticed right away is the steering is incredible. It's really precise, and in fact you can just see if I move the steering a little bit, car shakes. Acceleration is torquey is I guess the way to say it. It's got power right from the line. You can feel it. And it's very comfortable in here. This thing is fitted out with everything. It's the sport model, and I'm gonna see. He told me I could take it on the highway. I guess with the COVID, they just let you do what you want with the vehicle. I suppose I could be gone for half an hour and nobody would care, but I just want to get it on the highway just to see if I can get this thing to unleash like a beast. And we won't speed or anything like that because life is important. I want to respect everyone's life, including my own, but I want to see how this thing rolls. So I think what I'm going to do is get across here, and I think most people are terrified of getting next to me, so that's a plus. Whoops, I missed the turn. Just because they realize they see this thing and they're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to hit that. Or at least they should feel that way. But everybody's car, not just this one. Yeah. So I hardly put my foot in it, and this thing just takes off. Holy moly. And it's got really good brakes too. So I'm going to pause for a second, and I stopped here at the light. And it says the electric portion is off. It's very, very comfortable. This is a 2020 or 20. It's a 2020 GLC. Looks like sticker price on this is $62,250. But they have deals on these things because of the COVID financing and all that jazz to make it worth your while. They want to make it as easy as possible for people to get into these vehicles. So. And my only reason is because I do like the Mercedes I have now, but this one is bigger and more comfortable, and you can see the side panel display. So let's give it a go here. So the torque on the low end does make it hesitate a bit. off the line, but it's just for building up power, it seems like. Let me get in front of this guy. He's probably thinking I cut him off, but really I didn't. I just want to get into the left turn lane. Yeah, this thing is an animal. You can tell right off the bat. Now I feel like my foot's in the wrong place. I'm going to move my seat a little bit. I bet you this has an adjustable gas pedal. Just guessing, not 100% sure, but I bet you it does. My visor down because I can't see generally without my sunglasses on in the sun. So, nice instrument display. It's got dual instrument displays, so one for the driver and then one for passenger controls. AC feels really comfortable. It's got a nice instrument panel. And that's a little weird right there where it got in and out of first in just felt like 2 or 3 seconds. I bet we can give this Tundra a run for its money. I just want to see how it handles. So we're not speeding. I'm doing 63, 64 now, 65, so we're right at the speed limit. And we are cruising right along. Those guys are speeding. I know. So we're being good. Just gonna go up a little ways and turn around and bring it back. Acceleration is pretty strong. I mean, you don't want to have something where you just got a ticket getter. I used to drive a ticket getter and I don't like that. You start to get really uncomfortable just pulling out of your driveway because every police officer in town is looking for you. I'm gonna let my foot off the gas for just a little bit. So on the upper end, now that I'm at highway speeds, it's just like my other Mercedes. It's really easy to go from 65 to 80 if you don't keep an eye on your foot. So definitely don't want that to happen. But overall, it's a nice vehicle, super comfortable to drive. Feels really good. It's got plenty of room. I imagine, just to give you an idea, I think they're probably doing something like $3,000 down, and then like $399 a month or $449 a month, something like that. This is the GLC300. If you don't know the sequence of vehicles, so there's the GLC300. There used to be the GLC43. I think it's a GLC53 now. And then there's the GLC63, which is an absolute animal, and that's a ticket getter for sure. It's got like 500 horsepower. And then the GLC43 has like 380 horsepower, and this has 255, which is no slouch. You see, I'm just easily passing these vehicles. I'm not even trying. In fact, I hardly got my foot on the gas. I keep taking my foot off the pedal because it's pretty fast. It's got a lot of power. It's really smooth, very comfortable. Steering is really accurate, and probably just going to go up here to one of these exits and turn around. Don't want to go too far. So yeah, and I like this little feature here. It's telling me that 65 is the limit, and that's cool. It flashes when you go above 65, and that's a great feature because I think we're going to get off right here. I think people go too fast these days. I've had really fast cars. I had a BMW that was 360 horsepower and twin turbo, and I love that vehicle. Love to drive it. It was a beast, but it was too fast. It was just too fast. I mean, you could reach unimaginable speeds in moments, and then it slowed down on the dime, and but it's just not safe. And so the older I get, the more I appreciate the importance of, I like to have something that looks good, but you know, doesn't overdo it. I want to be safe, and I want people around me to feel safe. So this is the cabin. I'll give you a quick little tour while we're sitting at the light. There's the passenger side. Here's the rear seat, which is very comfortable. I had to sit back there for a few minutes because of COVID. Now we're back. And you hear it has a little growl on it. We'll really get it going. I'm going to get some distance between me and Texas in front of us, and we will really give this thing a go. Yeah, this thing's an animal, and you can hear it growling. And we don't need to go that fast. We're not going very fast. We're just getting up to highway speeds. So understand that Mercedes has made it possible to adjust the volume on the exhaust. So you hear it accelerating, but there's different settings you can tune it to. So you can get different sounds. You can get a really throaty sound, or you can get a really quiet, you know, comfort ride, classic sort of sound. Comfortable. It's a beautiful day though, and kind of a neat car behind me. So there's like a Dodge Charger or something behind me. You can't see it, but I see it in my rear view mirror. So if you didn't know, just to give you an idea of how fast Mercedes specs these out, for a while the Dodge Hellcat was considered the fastest production car that there was. Now they say that the Dodge Hellcat can barely keep up with the Mercedes GLC300 AMG. And I imagine in the 2020 or 2021 version, it will no longer be able to keep up with Mercedes version of that car because it'll be too powerful. So,
what can I do for you?
Nothing. So it's talking to me.
Please repeat.
No, thank you. So Mercedes is talking to me. And we're going too fast. We're going 69, and so it's telling me 65 is the limit, which is a really nice feature. Now we're back where we belong. I love that, because if you're like me and you're trying to keep attention to the road, but you got traffic all around you, sometimes you lose sight of where the speed limit is, and so it can be tough to remember where you're supposed to be, and keep you from getting a ticket and showing respect for life and for other people. And that Dodge is just hanging out way behind me, so I'm not the GLC300 AMG, so he's got nothing to worry about. And I'm gonna get in front of this traffic here and get all the way over. But I would say this car is really comfortable. I'd say this is a great city car, because even though it has all the meatiness in the throttle, for the most part it's just a well-behaved, all-around, comfortable vehicle. And I hope I pulled off the right exit. I think I did. So I'm out of town this week, and so I thought I'd just take this baby for a spin. And I really like it. In fact, I would get a black or the silver and probably upgrade the wheels. So that's what I'm thinking here, and I think I'm in the right place. I'm not familiar with the area, so I hope I don't turn down the wrong street. So, okay, I think I'm in the right place. So, yep, a pretty little neighborhood. The landscaping is beautiful. This is not the best of areas, but I find that most car dealers tend to be in the lesser nice areas instead of the really nice areas. So there it is. The GLC300 Mercedes Benz 4Matic all-wheel drive, and very comfortable, beautiful wood grain dash, pretty little steering wheel, and all around a really pleasant car to drive. Well, thanks for watching. It's me, Chris. You're watching Coins in the Wild. Thank you for your attention to this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please comment in the section below. Thanks again. Have a great day. Bye now.